Wake up. Get out of my seat. Come on. Come on. Some of us have got lives to lead. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Oh, God, it's wet. Oh, it'll have to do. Hello everyone and welcome to another Richard Head Longbows video. Yes, here we are in the old bowyer's home yet again. Can you stop reading the P&O, whatever it is?
This is the life.
Yeah, this is the life. Being an old bowyer, sat in a horrible old seat that's wet and stinks of old ladies.
Oh God.
Brilliant. We had a query on our YouTube channel, or it might even have been Facebook. I can't remember. A query.
We don't want any of those.
No, we certainly don't want any of those. But all right, a question. They were asking about the numbers and what they mean on a bow.
Right.
Obviously, things like weight and draw length and things like that. And it's about a 767 number or 7-figure number on our bows, which is our sort of what's the word? Serial number. Serial number, if you like. And we said that yes, we would explain what they mean and what some of the other numbers on bows mean. We've got a few bows here. If I can have that first one there, please, assistant. Okay, what have we got here, Richard?
Well, this is just a simple self-view war bow, but a lightweight one. All we've got on this is just a RH logo,
right,
which on probably a medieval bow, bowyers may or may not have put a distinguishing mark. We don't really know. And the only other thing, because we haven't marked the stamped the draw weight or anything into it, is just a simple mark where the arrow will pass.
So the arrow will sit there when you, so you know where to hold the handle.
There,
and
arrow passes there, and it's just got our logo on it. So that's very, very simple, very basic.
Right. And on this sort of bow, there is no marks of what the draw length or draw weight or anything like that.
No, we're trying to keep it true to what we think the originals may have been. They wouldn't have marked the draw weight. They'd have just drawn it. Oh, that's a heavy one, or that's a light one, or that's a medium one.
Right. Right.
So that's it, really. Okay.
What else
pass
have we
that
got?
one back.
So this is an older
right,
original
this
bow.
Is a Victorian bow, well over 100 years old.
And is this you as well?
This one is self-view, yep, it is. It's got the number 25 marked on it, which we assume is the draw weight. At that time, bows were sort of standard. Ladies' bows were 26-inch draw. Gentlemen's bows, 28-inch draw, and that was it really. This was made by a gentleman called Muir from Edinburgh.
It's got the name and the place on it.
Yeah, it's got his name and the town where he had his workshop. He actually made bows for the Royal Company of Archers, and he was reckoned to be the top bowyer of his day.
Right, right.
Obviously mother of pearl arrow plate set in here, and a smart handle, which the medieval bow didn't have.
No, no. Oh, I think we've got another old bow here. Let's see what difference in marks we've got on this one.
Again, an antique bow. This one has got a 48 stamped into it, and 3 little arrows as a bit of decoration. Someone seemed to have scratched 45 in there, so whether they did check the bow weight and it had dropped, or whether it was 45 at their draw length.
Right.
But again, it would have been designed for
that's
a standard
aftermarket mark.
Probably.
Right.
It would have been designed for a standard 28-inch draw, and this was made by Aldred, London, which is stamped on the top of the bow. And someone again has put a number in there, number 2 by the looks of it.
Oh yeah.
That might have been his second bow. He may well have marked
the
that
individual
bow, so he knew.
Right.
He knew which bow. Perhaps he used this one for shorter distances.
Right.
Again, mother of pearl arrow plate and a braid handle, and this also is a self-view bow.
It's got some quite unusual knocks as well, I think, hasn't it, that one?
Yeah, knocks are distinctive.
I think we've got some close-up footage of that.
Right, okay, we'll look at that. Yeah, a horn knock, little almost bird-shaped end to it, with a hole through it to put a ribbon through to hold the string, stops the string coming off in the bag when you draw it out of the bag.
I think we've got one more. Oh no, we've got another couple, I think. Here's another old one.
Right, this is another old bow. This one is yew, but it's backed with yew. So instead of backing it with hickory, they actually backed it with yew sapwood. This one, we haven't seen any marks at all on this. No draw weight, no bowyer's name.
Do you think there was possibly were marks on the back and it's been rebacked?
That's possible. Yeah, that's a possibility. It's quite possible that that happened and no one bothered to remark it.
But we had a good look, and yes, there's
couldn't see anything. Again, the shape of the nocks.
Oh yes.
Okay,
we got a close up of that.
Very similar in shape to the last bow. So you might think, well, maybe the same maker made this bow as the one we've just shown, the Aldred.
Excellent. I think the last old one we've got here is one that was very difficult to see anything on it.
Yes, at first glance you said, well, there's no marks at all.
In fact, I couldn't when you showed me this earlier. I must admit.
If you look very carefully, I think there's a 44 stamped in there.
Yeah.
But then you think, well, there's no maker's name.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything.
But there is. It's stamped in because the wood is very dark. It's very small stamped letters, and it's, I think it was J. Fair Bath.
It's Bath, that's right. Yeah.
Stamped in there in that very, very dark wood. So most bows have got a mark of some sort, even if it's very, very difficult to see.
But this one really was. I mean, it was so hard to see. It's actually come out easier on the camera with the light that we threw on it.
That's right.
than seeing it with the naked eye. I didn't see it at all. It was really tough to see that one. And we're going forward a bit more in time now. And this is one of ours, just to show you the sorts of marks that we're putting on.
Yes, we normally put the weight. Draw weight of the bow, in this case it's 35 pounds, and the draw length, because we now make the bows, as most bowyers do, to the individual, rather than just a standard 26 or 28. We will make them to whatever draw length the person has. We also put in a serial number.
And this is what the person online was querying, what these numbers mean.
Yeah, the first two of the month, so 05, that's whatever it is, May.
Yeah, something like that.
That's old folks counting.
Yeah, you can't remember anything.
11, which would be the year, so that's 2011.
Yeah.
And then the next number, 1539, is actually the number of the bow. So that's what the number means.
So that last number, the 1539. So it's the 1539th bow
that we've marked.
But we haven't always been marking them.
No,
so
a lot
much
of
like some of these antique bows we've been looking at, when you first started making them, you weren't marking them with dates or or even numbering the bow.
No.
So we've made more bows than that number.
And a lot of our medieval reenactment ones, we don't stamp those.
So it's not a complete number, but it's a number from when you first started numbering them.
Making the target bows.
Right.
And this one's obviously got an arrow plate, but this is abalone in there.
Right.
And obviously our RH stamp again, which is branded with a hot iron.
So what else have we got here? So this is one of yours.
Slightly
before I started working with you.
Yes, at one time we did make bows for Wales Archery, so this has got their Wales Archery sticker on it. We use letraset to mark the weight.
And what is letraset?
It's a sheet of letters and numbers, and you lay the sheet on the item and then rub over it with a ballpoint pen, and the number comes off the backing sheet onto the
so it's like a sort of model decals, a sort of like.
Yes, that's right. You rub it on, and it's slightly difficult to apply because you've got to make sure they're all lined up, and it's all right, but takes a while to do.
And then you varnished over the top.
Varnish over it, stop it coming off. We've written English yew on this because it was English yew. but it's backed with hickory, and it actually shot very well. Lindsay won a lot of trophies with this
I
one.
think you pieced a piece in.
Yeah, there's a little piece pieced in there. Obviously a problem there, so we cut a piece out and pieced it in. There's a Dutchman's plug in there as well. There was a knot on the side, so I mean that now it looks quite horrible, but this and it actually starting to go at the side. But that happened very, very early on. But this bow has shot thousands and thousands of arrows.
But this is one that hasn't got the date stamp, so we don't actually know what number bow this is. Or
No,
when it
we
was
didn't.
made.
We weren't stamping them at the time.
Right. So I mean, this shows the value of stamping them.
Yes,
to give the bow some sort of identification.
You know how old
Yeah.
it is. It's like those Victorian bows we were looking at earlier. There's no actual date mark on them.
No,
so you've
nice
just got to
to
look
have
back.
that.
Well, they were working between such and such date and such date. So the bow's got to be within a period of, well, it could be 50 years or so, depending how long they were working.
And this last one we're going to look at.
Yeah, this is a Slazenger flat bow. Older people would recognise this. It was sort of things sold in sport shops in towns.
Right.
In the 50s, early 60s. So this has Slazenger London, made in England, stamped on it, made from lemon wood, or would have been Degame at the time, and has marked on it with a little bow and some scale, some
It's got a sort of weight.
a weight,
sort
yeah,
of a picture of a weight.
yeah, which has got
The 25
weight 25 in it. It's got the length of the bow, which is 50 inches, is
something like that. It's fading a bit.
And then it's got
25
two
inch,
figures,
25
25 or
inch,
26.
yeah.
So it could be drawn 25 or 26
Right.
at about 25 pound draw weight.
Mm.
So it's a shortish bow,
Mm.
but that one's in very good condition, hardly used.
Well, I hope that answers your question. As we've shown, it varies greatly on bows, and obviously bowyers nowadays, much the same as ourselves, will probably mark things in different ways. Some people mark the length of the bow. I've seen some
And the bracing
bowyers,
height
some
and all
people
sorts of
bracing
things.
height. So there's lots of information going on to bows, but see with the medieval and the Victorian bows we were looking at, there was actually very little marked on them. Sometimes just the weight of the bow, with
Yeah, well, yeah,
no
nothing
particular draw length or just an arbitrary weight, and sometimes the maker's name, sometimes nothing. So it does vary, and our 6-7 figure number that we put on, as I say, is the year and what number the bow is.
Yes, and we keep a book with a record of the customer that bought it.
Yeah. So if you've got one of our bows,
and
got
what
that
it was
number
made,
on.
what it was made from,
Yeah.
the physical length, or the rest of it. So if someone wants a spare string or wants to know who bought the original bow, how those
So we can
details,
cross-reference
we
it
can
and
look
give you all those details. So it's hopefully that explains what those mystery numbers are. But they are a serial number, so we can cross-reference it and check what the bow was.
Can I get back to
Yes.
booking my cruise now?
You can now book your cruise, and I'm going to try and peel myself out of this sticky urine soaked chair.
I don't know why we do this here in this old folks, old
God,
bowyer's
neither do
home,
I.
really.
Neither do I.
This is the life.